Hello, we're here to talk about the encounter at Farpoint. I almost forgot then. I almost forgot what the episode is we were talking about. Sorry, no, just pull up some details here on my list. So, yeah, encounter of Farpoint. So it's the first episode of TNG. It's the first one introduced everyone in the cast. Yeah, I'm trying to think of it. Didn't leave out anyone. Everyone's introduced here. And also introduces Q. Q is introduced here, which is lovely. Everyone likes Q. He's pretty evil in this. Let's be honest, he's an evil fucker. Certainly he's trying to wipe out all of humanity. Just a little thing. Just a little thing. Bad times indeed. Yeah, we start off with like half of our crew on the Enterprise, ready to go. The other half at Farpoint Station. So on our way, Picard meets Q, who's basically, threatens him and all kinds of fun stuff. So they split off the Enterprise. Half of it goes to Farpoint, and the other half stays behind, I think. Oh, no, the drive section goes to Farpoint. The other half, the Saucer stays behind. I remember half the episode now. After this route, and then they kind of, we have some fun times. I think who's at Farpoint is Riker, the two Crashers, and I think is there in the holodeck? No, when we first meet him, he's in the holodeck. I know all the points in the episode, but I'm trying to remember which order they're in. Because we kind of get some shenanigans at Farpoint where Riker's goes, looks at the fruit bowl and goes, I really like an apple. There's no apples. And they go, oh, hang on a minute. Here's this bowl of apples. Oh, that's rather odd. It's rather strange, isn't it? So they kind of notice some things odd, and then Crusher kind of has something very similar where she's like, oh, I kind of like this pattern, but it's not like it could be better. And then like turns away and is like, oh, this pattern's now better. Oh, look at that, it's got got some gold on it. And like, oh, it looks pretty. There's some shenanigans. Q kind of puts our crew on trial. At least I think it's the crew that's like on the Enterprise at the time. So not the whole crew. It's like I'm trying to think. It's Picard, Troy. I'm blanking on the name. I'm blanking on the name entirely. So it's a problem when you like have a character that you only see in the first season. I'm just blanking on the character entirely. Sorry, I'm really having problems here. Oh my god, Denise Crosby. I can't remember a fucking character's name. It's in here. Please tell me it's in here. Oh my god. It's there. There it is. It's, oh my god. Oh, that's guest appearances. Fuck, it's not there. Tashia. Oh my god, that took me way too fucking long. My brain was like, I'm out. Troy, Tashia, obviously Picard, and Data. Data's there. Yeah. No, yeah, so Data is the one on the Enterprise. I'm really blanking on these things. It is a bad because Data is the one who replays a few of the things for Q, because Q is doesn't always play fair, so it's handy to have someone who can accurately recall everything. Kind of helps a little bit. But yeah, they kind of make a deal to put humanity on trial. Which spoilers, humanity succeeds. So yeah, it's basically, it's the secret of Farpoint Station is the Farpoint Station is actually a jellyfish. And another jellyfish has come along going, what are you doing to that jellyfish? Stop it. Because basically wreck shop, attacks Farpoint, or attacks the little cityscape off to the side. Farpoint Station is not like it's not like a space station, it's more like a little city thing that's kind of just sat there. And eventually they find out it's because they basically beam over to the ship that's come flying in, the jellyfish, or it's before it transforms into jellyfish, and they find out it's like, oh, this looks exactly like Farpoint Station underground. And that interesting. Huh. And yeah, basically Q's just like, kill, kill, kill. That's what you do, you humans. You evil humans. You humans. Yeah. Obviously, they don't take the bait. And yeah, they rescue the jellyfish, and the two jellyfish are reunited. And everything's happy, and humanity is no longer on trial. At least for the time being. Well, I think the trial's not over type thing. Yeah, so that happens, and yeah, we get our whole crew. I think. I'm trying to think of this episode where I'm like, is it a good episode? Not really, because basically everyone talks about, because this episode is like, it was originally like just basically the jellyfish plot point, so it was going to be just a normal episode, which was written by DC Fontana, and then there needed to be like a two-parter, or well, in syndication it's a two-parter. Normally it's just an hour and a half, so they needed to basically bulk it out, and to do that, they did Q, which is a great addition. Everyone loves fucking Q. Q is great. Like, it's just one of those things where this episode is a bit of a drag. Picard is still early. Picard's just a bit like, oh, I don't like these children. Oof, these children. And then meets Wesley. Kind of goes, oh, Wesley's all right. Then Wesley tries to tell Picard there's a message, and he's like, oh, get off my bridge. It's just an early Picard that's just a bit not great. That's what I'd say, not great. I'm not a big fan of early Picard. I'll be honest. Just never a big fan of Picard in the early years. He's just yeah, he's a bit of a, I don't know. It's just not very human. I'd say that. Yeah, I don't like Picard. Riker's alright. But he doesn't have the beard yet, so yeah, there's that. Trying to think of any of the other characters. Yeah, obviously we get Wesley, which is nice. Wesley's alright in this episode. Yeah, a lot of people always complain about Wesley, but very few episodes he's just like really annoying. Yeah, he's not. I almost think. I'm trying to think if there's one episode that sticks out in my head. Maybe we'll get to it. Maybe we'll not, because I don't know. Because I think Wesley gets a bad rap, just because he's the kid. And I think like people just kind of go after him for no fucking reason. Yeah, it's one of these things where it's like it's very long, and it's a very long episode because it's an hour and a half, but like Yeah, jellyfish. Woo. And yeah, just. I mean, yeah, but the best part obviously is Q. Q is the best part of this episode. Everything else is a bit. Nah. Yeah, I'm trying to think how I rate this episode. I'm like, I think it's like kind of middle of the road. It sets up things all right. It's not great. Like some of the characters are not great. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Picard in this episode. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those episodes where it's like it's hard to put out of your mind future knowledge of Star Trek. Like I'm trying to not. Yeah, I think of it like, oh, I have seen every episode, and so I'm like, but also, yeah, just trying to go, well, yeah, but let's write this on what this is. It does introduce the characters at least. Oh, fuck, I forgot. McCoy's in this episode. Who's just great. He's very McCoy. McCoy, anytime. So when we see him in like TOS, where he gets where everyone ages, he becomes more southern. And now that he is a lot older, he's like over 100 in this. Canonically, and this will be in the timeline. Is basically the last time we see McCoy. Obviously, we'll still see him in Star Trek 5 and 6, but yeah, in terms of the timeline, this is the last time we'll ever see McCoy. And yeah, they obviously pair him with Data, which makes sense because Data is, slightly Vulcan-like, due to his lack of emotions. So it makes sense to pair him off with McCoy, who's always going on about Spock. It's one of those niceties I quite like. Yeah. So I think overall it's an alright episode. There's one of those weird things that the McCoy thing is just like kind of like right in the middle. You're like, oh, McCoy's here. Oh, okay, McCoy's good. It almost feel like something that you'd put in. Nowadays you put in like at the end of the episode or at the start of the episode. Yeah, to even just put it right at the end just is one of those weird things. You're like, oh, that was weird. That was weird. Just slap bang in the middle. I almost, because I think when I first watched like a lot of TNG, I didn't even know who the fuck it was. Then watched like almost any TOS. I was like, fuck is this character? Now I'm watching it again. I'm just like, oh yeah, it's McCoy. This was like very early days. I'm like, who is this old guy? Yeah, I'm just like, I don't give a shit. I don't know any TOS characters. But then again, I did know Spock, so I mean, he's a little bit more obvious with the pointy ears. Yeah. I mean, it would be nice to see McCoy with Crusher at least, maybe. I don't know. I guess they had him, very briefly. Yeah, it's an interesting introduction to the characters. No, I don't think it's one of the best episodes of TNG. No way. Is it one of the best openings? No, that either. I'm trying to think. TOS doesn't really have an opening. I'm going to ignore that. To think of it, Deep Space Nine's got a better one. It does require to have some pre-existing knowledge. Voyager's one was pretty alright. Enterprise, I've enjoyed Enterprise's one. It's a pretty good one. I'm trying to remember. Discovery, I had problems with that, but that was mostly because I was like, who the fuck are these? These aren't Klingons. I'm trying to think of also Strange New Worlds. And that kind of helps because that had was already kind of established for like a season in Discovery, which certainly helped to set those characters out. Yeah, I think it's probably one of the weakest pilots or weakest first episodes of a Star Trek show. I'm ignoring TOS just because I don't think it doesn't really have one, and the one it does, and you could technically point to as the Cage, which, is completely different from the actual show, and then the actual pilot That's not... Doesn't really... It's not like a... You know, a more modern one where it's like... these ones just kind of go, yeah, these are the characters, bye. You're like, what? But in the pantheon of them, I'm just thinking... Encounter at Farpoint. Like, as a pilot, it's alright. It does introduce the characters. Not great. As a story... Meh. I mean, it kind of establishes, you know, very Star Trek-y things of, yeah, first contact, you know, treating all life with respect. So from that aspect, it's good. Q's amazing. So I'm thinking of like, I'm gonna try and do ratings to these. I'm not sure how well I go, if I remember to do them. I'm gonna give us a 6.5. I give it a 6.5. Let's go with that. It's not great, but it's not bad. Yeah. I'm gonna sign off here. I think the next episode is the Naked Now? Or the Naked... I forget. I always get it mixed up in my head with the TOS episode. But something naked... naked something. There's the Naked Now and the Naked Time? I think? I can't remember. Someone will correct me. I'll look it up in a minute in and go, oh, that was wrong. That was very wrong. Yeah, I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to say live long and prosper. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Whichever one that may be. Bye for now.